साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
Dear devotees, you are about to embark on the greatest journey of your life, a journey to the core of your inner being. Please, all in a low voice, follow the Omkar and let your mind reach a quietude of silence. All together, let us repeat the pranava. Please sit up straight, and in the quietness of your mind, hear the sound of your breathing. Breathe in and out, in, out. Now, open your eyes and and see the light in front of you. This is the light of a candle. Gaze intently at the light. Now, feel the light shining in the center of your forehead. Now half close your eyes and feel the light in the center of your forehead. Now, let that light come down your neck to the center of your chest. Imagine a flower, a lotus, opening petal by petal to receive the light. Now the light is resting on the lotus. The lotus disappears, only the light remains. But it is no more the light of the candle. It is a round ball of formless light. It is a light of divinity within you. Feel this light now expand, and feel the light going down your body, into your legs, up to your feet. Feel warmth as the light surges through your limbs. And make this mental vow, O Lord, my legs, touched by the light of your divinity, will always take me only to places of goodness. Feel the light surging upwards, up into your chest, around your shoulders, and down into your arms and fingers. Feel the warmth as this light surges through you. Make this mental vow, O Lord, my arms, touched by the light of your divinity, will only yearn to do what is good. Now feel the light surging upwards into your neck and into your face, into your head, and the light now shines in your eyes. Make a vow. My eyes must yearn to see only what is good. Feel the light now shining in your ears. My ears must yearn to hear only what is good. Feel the light now shining on your lips. My lips must yearn to only speak what is good. Now, feel this light now shining into your whole body. The light illumines the body. In your mind, repeat the words, the light is in me. Now feel the light expand. Expand, and you are now sitting in a ball of light, in a cone of formless light. Let your mind say, the light is within me. I am in the light. Feel a thrill of this light, and now feel this light expanding and filling this entire room with a divine glow. And let this light now go beyond this room, beyond and beyond, spreading ever further to this whole country, and beyond this country, beyond oceans and beyond nations. Let this light flow ever outwards to encompass the whole world. Now, imagine yourself, not your physical body, but an inner being within you, like a gigantic divine form, sitting on the globe, and the light of your divinity, the light of your love, encompassing the whole world. Stay for a moment, thrilled in that thought. Now, bring into your mind's eye and send your light of love to all the creatures of the world, all the animals and insects, creatures that fly or crawl, all of them are God's creatures. Send your light of love now to those whom you dislike or whom you think dislike you. Send your love, send your light of love to them. The same Atma in you is also in them. Let them feel the radiance of your light. Let them feel the radiance of your love. Now, into your mind's eye, bring those you love, your spouse, children, relations, friends, whoever. Bathe them with the divine glow of your love. Feel oneness with the whole world. Feel at peace with yourself. And now, look inside you. Can you imagine? Do you see a ball of light within you? In this ball of light, bring in the form of the Ishtadeva, the divine being that you love and worship. See this form smiling within you. See this divine form raise his hands in blessing. You have shared your love with the world. Now, receive the blessing and darshan of the divine within. Stay for a moment, thrilled in this thought that you and he are one. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
This day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Itaronkar Satnam Kartapuraka Nirbhau Nirvay Akalamuraka Ajuni Saivan Guru Prasad Japa Aad Sache Jugad Sache Hari Sache Nanak Hosi Sache.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
Shri Guru शिवा शरव्याया तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिजाकशी यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि पुंस्ते पुरुषं जगत शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाचावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगत यक्ष्ममुं सुमना असत अग्रवोचदनि भक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक अहीकुश्च सर्वान् जन्मयन् सर्वाश्चयातु धान्या असौ यः साम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुत्सुमङ्गलः ये चेमां रुद्रा अविदो विक्षुश्रिता सहस्रशो वैश्वानुं हेयीमहे असौ यो वसर्पतिनीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उदैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उदैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो प्रयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीरुषे अतो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करं नमः प्रमुञ्चदन्मनस्व उभयोरात्मियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपा भवदत्यदनुस्वगुं सहस्राक्षशतेषु ते निशील्य शल्यानामुगा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं तनुं कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम्बुधा अनेशन्नस्येषव आगुनस्य निषन्दतिः या ते हेतिर्नीरुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तया स्वां विश्वतस्वमयक्ष्मया परिपूजा नमस्ते हस्वायुधाया नातताय कृष्णवेरे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव दन्दने परिवेदं मनो हेतिरस्मान् गृह्णन्तु विश्वतः अतो य इषुनिस्तवारे अस्मिन् निदेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेव
कल्याण कृष्णा कमनीय कृष्णा कालिंग मदन श्री कोदंड रामा कल्याण रामा शरणागत परिपालन श्री चरणा रामा शरणागत परिपालन श्री चरणा रामा
नमामि साई पद पंकजं नमामि साई पद पंकजं नमामि साई पद पंकजं नमामि साई पद पंकजं स्मरामि साई नामामृतं स्मरामि साई नामामृतं स्मरामि स्वरामि साई नामामृतम् भजामि साई चरणाम्बुजम् भजामि साई चरणाम्बुजम् करोमि साई संकीर्तनम्
जीवन के न अंधियारों में साई दीप जलाओ, साई दीप जलाओ, सत्या साई दीप जलाओ, प्रेम की ज्योति जलाओ, साई प्रेम की ज्योति जलाओ, जीवन ज्योति तुम हो साई, प्रेम की ज्योति जलाओ, साई प्रेम की ज्योति जलाओ. O Sai, please light that lamp of love in my heart, which dispels this darkness of ignorance. O Sai, let that spark of love glow in my heart, diffusing all the darkness within and without. Let me take you back to 1979. The academic session had just begun, and Bhagawan was looking at all the fresh faces who have joined his college in the Prashantinilayam campus. And one day, while talking to the students in the mandir, Swami asked, "Anybody with talent?" And one of the professors got up and told Swami, "This boy, he's very talented, Swami. He's a trained Carnatic violinist, plays violin very well." Swami called that boy. So the boy went forward, took namaskar, and Swami said, "Practice well. I will come on Sunday to the hostel. You play." This boy indeed was very good. Right from the age of 4, he was playing the violin and he was giving performances from very early age, and there was not a day when he did not practice the violin. And for him, the violin was almost like an extension of his body. It was like an extra limb, because that is how he used to feel about the violin. Every day he has to spend some time with the violin. He could not think of his life without the violin, because that was his everything. All his joy, all his thrill, all his beautiful moments of life were associated with the violin, and for him that was life. And when he had heard about how people get chance to perform in front of Bhagawan, at that time the Prashanti Mandir Bhajan group had not yet formed. 1979, the boys were just joining the Prashantinilayam campus, and he thought he should be getting that opportunity to play in front of Bhagawan, and he was thinking, some way I should get an opportunity to demonstrate my talent to Swami. Some way I should get a chance to let Swami know about my skill. Then, definitely he'll give me the opportunity to play in the Prashantinilayam Mandir. And Swami himself had created this window for him. Swami said, "I am going to come," and he didn't ask for it. Swami himself said. So it was like more than he could ask for, and he was waiting for this. So he practiced very well, and Swami came on Sunday, and Swami told, "Start your performance." And the boy started playing, and he did extremely well. In fact, the way he started the raga, and he went on the elaboration of the raga, and then brought in his creativity, and in different moods he presented the raga, in different speeds he presented the raga, and everyone was glued to the way his fingers were dancing on the violin. And Swami also was keenly looking at him. And the most thrilling moment came when, at one point, when he was playing the swaras at fast speed, Bhagawan also was himself softly singing the swaras. It was almost like Swami and him were doing a jugalbandi. Swami was telling the swaras and this guy was playing. And for him, that moment was so powerful, so exhilarating. He actually for a moment stopped because he just couldn't contain the thrill that he was experiencing. Like Swami was so involved. So he just stopped and Swami said, no, play. You're playing so well. Continue to play. And that's it. That gave him double the enthusiasm and he continued to play and he went on and on for an hour. And it was absolutely a spectacular performance. And Swami was so happy. Everyone was thrilled. For many, they have not heard someone so young playing so well. And the boy had, in fact, made the mark. He had announced to everyone, including Swami, that Swami, I have arrived. And Swami blessed him profusely. And as the session concluded and Bhagawan was leaving the hostel, and suddenly Swami called this boy and Swami said, boy, today you made a very beautiful demonstration of your talent. But you know how Tyagaraja sang for Rama? When Tyagaraja composed music, he was not focusing on the raga. Tyagaraja was all the time focused on Rama. He was conversing with Rama. All the music that came was in the process of expressing his love for Rama. If you see all Tyagaraja's songs, it would be like he's waking up Rama, he's playing with Rama, he's bathing Rama, he's putting Rama to sleep. He's walking along with Rama, he's eating with Rama. So it was like he was living with Rama, and out of that love for the Lord, whatever came in the form of that beautiful music. So Swami said, you know how Tyagaraja used to express music? It was only connecting to his Rama. He did not know these alterations of the ragas, and he did not think about what he can do with the raga, how you can beautify the raga, or how he can add an extra element of technicality to the raga. Swami said, that is true music. And this hit the boy so hard, hit like a ton of bricks, and he just went up to his room, picked the violin, broke the strings, and he started crying. He said, what is the point of me doing whatever I am doing? He was very young, but by Bhagawan's grace, very matured. What is the point of this instrument if instead of connecting me to Rama, it is connecting me to the raga? What is the point of me playing if all I want to do is a demonstration of my talent? What is the point of this 4 strings if they are only adding 4 layers to my ego? What is the point of this so-called gift of God if it is only taking me away from God? It is not taking me closer to God. He broke the strings, and from that day, he stopped playing the violin. He didn't touch the violin for years together. It was difficult for him because, as I said, he could not live a day without the violin. It was actually an addiction for him. He has to every day touch the violin, at least play for half an hour. That is what was giving him some solace. That is what was actually making him live. So to actually leave the violin was actually, it is like you're removing one limb from his body. It was that difficult for him. But he said, no, if this is not taking me to God, I don't want this. With a lot of difficulty, he disassociated himself from the violin and kept his focus only on Rama, only on Sai Rama, kept his focus only on Swami. And being in the hostel, you get busy with the schedule, and it somehow he tried to sublimate all those yearning that he had for violin to yearning for Bhagawan's love. And years passed, and came the birthday celebrations of Bhagawan, 57th birthday celebrations, 1982. Suddenly, Bhagawan called onto the stage the legendary singer M.S. Subbalakshmi. It was not a planned program. She had come for darshan, but Swami suddenly asked her to come. And she was clueless how she was going to perform because she didn't have a team with her. Swami sends word for this boy. He appears right on the stage. Swami himself gives the violin to him and says, "Play." Bhagavan says, our heart is that container. To light a lamp, you first need a container. Our heart is that container. When you want to light a diya, you look at first that diya and remove any dirt in that container, in that diya, right? Before pouring the oil, you'll first check if everything's fine. Are there any cobwebs? Are there any dirt? So, for this boy, that whole process had happened wherein he cleared his heart of all the ego, all this desire for name, fame, all this desire for acclamation, all this desire to be known as a great artist. All those were just removed. And when the heart was cleared of all that, then he poured into this heart the love for God. And how does love flow? How does oil flow? So seamless, isn't it? Swami says love also should flow like that, seamless. So that love for God into this heart, which was absolutely free of all dross, all ego, all desires, slowly prepared him to go to the next stage. What is the next stage? Swami says, once you have poured the oil, then you have to place the wick. What is the wick? Wick is that of the mind. And how is the wick? The wick is one straight cotton. So Swami says, that wick is the mind. How was he able to get over his penchant, irresistible penchant for violin? By pouring his heart with love for God and focusing it on Bhagavan. With that one single-minded focus on Bhagavan. Swami says, once you have your heart empty, pour into it the love for God, have single-minded focus on Bhagavan. Then there is a last stage. Before the lamp can be lit, the lamp of wisdom will glow. For that you need the matchstick. That matchstick, Swami says, is vairagya, is sacrifice, is renunciation. And this is what this boy was able to do. He was able to sacrifice what was most precious for him. Because if it is not taking him towards God, that's not something he wants in his life. With that sacrifice, the lamp of wisdom started glowing. And see where Swami takes him. Once you light that lamp of wisdom with cleaning your heart, pouring love, one-pointed concentration on Bhagavan, and learning to renounce. Renounce what? Renounce not activity. Renounce the desire for the fruits of your actions. Don't renounce actions. Renounce the fruits of your actions. Renounce everything that is not taking you closer to God. Renounce anything that is only adding to your ego. If you can remove ego, let ego go and let God come in. If you can do that sacrifice, that's how the lamp of wisdom glows. Thank you so much. Sai Ram.
Sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagawan Shri Satya Sai Baba Ji ki Jai.
Nice. I hope you all enjoyed it. The in-person program after a long time. We will be celebrating Guru Nanak's Jayanti next week. Our next significant event will be Swami's 96th birthday. The national team have organized an online birthday program on Saturday 20th November from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The program will include special guests Ravi Kumar, Ame Deshpande, and Siddharth Raju from Prashanti Mandir Group. There will also be offerings from young adults and balikas. We will start celebrating our Lord's birthday on 23rd November in the morning at 6:30 a.m. with Paduka Puja. This will be online on YouTube and all of us can join in at home. At our centre, we will celebrate Baba's birthday on the same day in the evening at 7:30 p.m. at Sovali College. The program will start with 108 names, followed by beautiful bhajans, balikas, children offering, and happy birthday song with cake. So please come and join us. The program will finish at 9 p.m. Please remain seated until further notice. We will now have the thought of the day by ICC, followed by Vibhuti Mantra and 3 Sai Gayatris. After that, the volunteers will guide you out, so please remain seated until then. Jai Sai.
Sairam. Those who sing bhajans get what can be called double promotion, for they derive joy and distribute joy. Sairam.
Pavitram Baba Vibhuti Paramam Vichitram Leela Vibhuti Paramadhi Shaka Moksha Pradhanam Baba Vibhuti Vidamashayami. Seven volumes praises Baba's Vibhuti.
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु।